Well, good evening, everybody. How you doing? Happy Tuesday. This is your host, SUBOR from coming live from the Goyah studio. Once again, I want to say thank you for tuning in. We appreciate your dedication, your commitment to the show. To all of our faithful listeners and those who continue to follow us, we say thank you. God bless you. Only God will pay you for everything that you are doing. We we are indebted to you forever. Now, I'm just going to do one or two things very quick, and then I will come back to give you the line up for today's show. So I just trying to get some stuff done and making sure that everything is good at my end. Okay. Just one more one. All right. Once again, we want to say thank you for your patience. We are very sorry for the abrupt interruption. We are back on the air now. Once again, we just want to say thank you. This is your boy, Subody Freeman, coming live from the Goyah studio in the state of Minnesota. And I'm telling you, the temperature here is beautiful, 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 beautiful. I can't stress this enough because you talk about Minnesota in the month of January and we're in the 40s, 30s, 40s. This is amazing. And so we want to take this time to say welcome to the broadcast. Like we normally do, we want to say happy birthdays to all of you that are celebrating your birthdays. We pray that God will bless you with long life, good health, peace, and prosperity. If you are celebrating your birthday today and you say a fall on your wedding anniversary, we say double shout out to you and your special loved one. We say happy anniversary, happy birthday. We pray that God will bless our holy matrimony homes with love, peace, unity, longevity, and happiness. To those who are bereaved, we also want to take this time to say our deeper condolences to you and your family. We pray that God will comfort you, God will console you during a difficult period of time. And so, with that being said, we just wanted to give you, let me just give you the outline or the lineup for today. Today, we're going to be looking at the headlines in the paper, what is happening in our country. We will also look at what you, what is your thought so far with the JMB government nominations? Are you satisfied? Are you somewhat satisfied? Are you dissatisfied? Or we dive into that and then we will look at the alliance that brought President Joseph Boakai to power. And we'll also dive into it a little bit. Are we satisfied? Because some of us, I can speak for myself, we told you that we wanted to see new faces. We want to see new people participate, people with new ideas, and to see how best they can move this country forward. And so with that being said, I just want to say, sit tight, share the video, don't get bored. I will put the link in the chat room. If for any reason you feel like you have something to say or you want to say something, it will be right there. And so you can always chime in. Again, I encourage you to participate in the show. That is by putting your comment, and we'll take our time to read the comment and we'll respond to the comment at the appropriate time. But the best way possible is for you to actually, get the link, jump in there so people can see who's talking. They can be able to put face to the name, and then you can participate in the show. And so we will go right ahead and look at the headlines. But before we do that, the time is 4:36 p.m. Minnesota time. Once again, we want to say thank you for tuning in. As you can see, I don't know if you're getting it very clear, but as you can see on the t-shirt today I'm wearing, this is the t-shirt made by us. Say Mema Goyah, the Liberian People Month. And so we wanted to show you this. We already started distributing t-shirts to our faithful fan, people who have been there for us from day one, people who supported us with the ideas, to the extent some of them even gave cash to just buy the equipment. And so we want to make sure we acknowledge those people. But we also said to you people, we got a lot of stuff going right now. But at the appropriate time, we will reveal it to you. So as you can see, we are wearing the Mema Goyah t-shirt. And I think every time I come on the show, I want to make sure I honor my mom, even though the show is named after her. But I believe that this woman played a significant role in my life. And that is why I will continue to highlight every chance and opportunity that I got to just acknowledge the work that my late mom did in my life to make me the type of man I am. And so we got the t-shirts we hand out a couple to our very faithful listeners, those who continue to chime in, those who continue to help us with ideas, making sure we improve the show. And so I just want to say thank you, because my mom was very special, and she is special because every time there's a breakthrough, I think about her. And so with that being said, now I just want to give a little backdrop and to tell you that the show is making progress. Every day we're adding stuff, and we're trying to see how best we can take it to the next level. With that being said, now we're going to go straight down to the papers. We want to see where the headlines is saying right now as it relates to everything that is unfolding in Liberia. And again, we'll read the headline, and if we find reason to dive into some of the stuff that we see there, trust me, we will. We will. And so without any further ado, we just want to make sure now we jump right to the headlines. And so, as you can see right there, Liberia ex-president Goyah Pepsi Yeke security reportedly shot. What? Shoot unidentified man, him arrest warrant. You kidding me? You kidding me? This is sad. At this junction, we do not expect people to be losing their lives. But however, again, we want to be fair on this show. We do not come here to propagate or advocate for any one political party, or we do not have anything against any political parties. The sole purpose of this show is to educate and have our people informed about the day-to-day activities, things that are unfolding in the country. So we want you to sit tight as we go through some of the very dramatic and I don't know how to call it, but this is sad. Front Page Africa has gathered that a security guard assigned with Pepsi Yeki has shot an unidentified man around the Baptist Seminary community. Duty of the shooting has now emerged, but earlier on today, Sam Gay, the head of the Executive Protection Service, issued issued an arrest warrant for Yeke Korowu, also known as Pepsi Yeke, for his alleged illegal possession of the agency weapon. Huh. I'm not a legal expert. I'm not. I'm not prepared to. I do not pretend to know. But if somebody can answer this question, then yes, to help me answer this question, because one of the things that we struggle with under the then CDC-led government was people could just get out and do whatever they wanted to do. So I wanted to know: is it appropriate for the EPS director to issue an arrest warrant, or that's supposed to be done by the justice minister? I just want to know. I'm a little bit concerned. Maybe I don't know, but I need some clarification on this because we do not want people overlapping. We do not want people overlapping functions here. So that is why we are very concerned about people making sure that we establish and follow the rule of law. But in any case, if this story is truth, if this story is truth, you know, I feel bad. I really do. And we can't read the entire thing because it's just alarming. I hope the person that was shot, we pray and hope that they recover from the shooting. And as more information we can gather when we take the airwave tomorrow, we'll make sure that we have you informed. So that is your first headline. First headline. What do you want to see? We see something see here. Okay. Liberia marks International Day of Zero Tolerance for FGM with urgent call for liquor ban. Liberia marks International Day of Zero Tolerance for, I think, female generation mutilation. I think so, with urgent call for liquor ban. You know, this thing here, the World Health Organization say more than 200 million girls and women have undergone FGM, a practice that involves the removal or injury of the external female genital organ for non-medical reason. For non-medical reason, the WHO terms the practice as a violation of human rights abuse that causes irreversible physical and psychological harm to millions of girls and women across the world. In 2021, at the Generation Equity Forum in Paris, Liberia pledged to pursue efforts to end gender-based violence and became a signatory to the collective commitment on eradicating harmful practices, including FGM. Now, you know, I will say this. As a man who joined the Poland Society, this thing, I got some concern and some serious issues. When people start to question your tradition and your culture, then I think you're in trouble. You're in trouble. I don't know how they're getting all this information. I don't know. But we are getting to a place, like I said, Liberians, because I consider us for now the biggest welfare state, hand out will make us do things that we're not even supposed to do, and we know that it is wrong. So for these people now to come and tell you, that's what happened. If you're not self-sufficient, if you can't feed yourself, you can't do anything for yourself, then of course people will tell you how to run your homes. And for me, I believe, there are a lot of violence against women in Liberia that need to be addressed and not this issue as tend to be corrected. But I think we can say that and allow people to dictate to our tradition and our culture. From 1847 up to 1997, these are things that have been going on and is very private. We have a culture, we must respect it, and we ask other people to respect our culture. And so we see children being raped. We see violence against women. We see so many errors that need to be addressed. And I will take my time and have to do a whole show on the tradition and cultural practices of Liberia. Some of the reason why you see today the nation is in complete disarray is because the lack of cultural discipline and cultural education. These cultural norms and values were used to teach and guide our people. That is the reason why today everything in Liberia is going east, west, south, and north. We have to respect our culture. And so I will leave it at that, and we'll go to the next headline. All right, here's another one. Liberia reject blood-sucking vampire. Army Wives Association or Senate to safeguard Liberia peace. Reject blood-sucking vampire. Army Wives Association urge Senate to safeguard Liberia peace. Several wives or personnel of the armed forces of Liberia operating under the banner of the Army Wives Association of Liberia have branded Major General Princey Johnson III as a modern-day pharaoh. They are calling on the Liberian Senate to reject his confirmation as Minister of Defense. Wow. What happened? Since President Joseph Boakai nominated the retired Chief of Staff of the AFL for the position of Minister of National Defense, there have been concern among citizens, especially spouses of AFL personnel. Initially, they called on the president not to nominate General Johnson and are now urging the Senate to reject him. The wives represent various military centers, including the Camp Todman Military Barrack in Grand Jida County, Banga Military Barracks in Bon County, Tudi Military Barracks in Mosrado County, Lofa Military Barrack, Coast Guard and Starbase Military Barrack, the Military Police Barrack at the Smell Notice, Rawa International Airport, and the home of the 23rd Infantry Brigade, the Edward Bianca Military Barrack in Lower Magibi County, presenting a petition with several counts to the Liberian Senate at the Capitol building on Tuesday, February 6. Spokesperson Theodore Walker claimed that their husband had been systematically deprived and marginalized by General Johnson and former Defense Minister, retired General Daniel Zaka. Now, this is, first and foremost, this is what we have been talking about. I am so happy that now people understand when they have issues where to take their issues directly to the Senate, that house on Capitol Hill. We will truly know if this 55th legislature means business. We will truly know from some of the issues that they will tackle. Now, people need to look into this and try to really find out what is going on with Precinct Johnson. As far as I'm concerned, he has been a very good soldier. He has been a very good chief of staff. But they are on the ground. They know what the spouse has been going through. And if they are saying that they don't want no vampire sucking blood, that's of course for concern. And I think the president got to show that he's listening to the people cry. Even if you not do something right away, but sometimes we have to investigate to know that indeed the new government will not tolerate anything, anything that we anybody or any human beings that will try to marginalize us. So we hope and pray that these claims will be looked into by the Senate and addressed accordingly. So that's why we can see to that, because we don't know all of the details. And so we just want to make sure that the Senate do due diligence to the matter. What the next one say? Liberia Senate. Wow. This is big. Unanimously, Liberia Senate unanimously confirmed 7 presidential nominees. The Senate is busy, they're working. And that's so let's see who all were confirmed. The plenary of the Liberian Senate has unanimously confirmed 7 presidential nominees for the report from its relevant standing committee. Those confirmed to their various positions on Tuesday, February 6, 2024 include Bill Jones, Deputy Finance Minister for Administration, Edward D. Neti, Comptroller and Accounting General, Ministry of Finance and Development. Others are Anthony G. Myers, Deputy Finance Minister for Fiscal Affairs, Defuwa Zo, Deputy Finance Minister for Economic Management, Planning, Anthony G. Brunson, Deputy Finance Minister for Budget and Development Planning. The confirmation of the recently nominated individuals follow recommendations contained in the Senate Committee on Ways, Means, Finance, and Budget, chaired by Bon County Senator Patrick K. Moyi. As of 28 senators in the session voted in their favor. Congratulations to those people who now finally can say they got the job, they have been confirmed. So we look forward to them getting the business and doing the Liberian people work. Did we read this already? Okay. I have no bodyguard. SIGA provides security at my home. Pepsi Yeke denies report shooting at his residence. So again, we know that this case is under investigation. So as you can see, I think this is all that we have for you for now. Now, let's get now to business. You know, we all voted, people were here campaigning, running around, and we know politics is interest. Interest that you and somebody share or you got some things in common. And with the hope that when you support them and they win elections, you will be able to then join on our team to provide your own expertise and things that you hope to see or happy for the country. And so since the election of President Joseph Boakai, As president of the Republic of Liberia, we know there was alliance. If you don't know by now, let us inform you there were a lot of political parties that came together to take Joseph Boakai to the finish line. And so, since the president took over on the 22nd, names have been submitted to the Senate for confirmation. And as you can see, things are fast moving. And people, from the time the process started, including the party chairman, people continue to express their dissatisfaction about the process. People are complaining. I mean, people that I do not even expect to be complaining at this early stage in the process. But I think we can sit and pretend to say that some of these complaints are not something that need to be talked about. And so when I look, I don't know, maybe they're going to do it by turn, because at 6 years, maybe some people work 3 years based upon your performance. The president, at his way and pleasure, he can do reshuffle. And so we stay as the people, maybe people need to remain calm and let the process play up more. But I looking back and thinking about some of those people that we saw on the campaign trail, people that play some key roles. And some of the names, we yet to see them go to any ministry or any agency or corporation. Again, we thought these are people that we regard them as principle-minded people, people who love and mean well for the country. But the whole thing shaping into be, I'm not the one describing it, from the party chairman to Prince Johnson, strong ally, to the president, Joseph Yuma Boakai, to Amara Kone, and you just name it. People are saying they are not satisfied with names that have been put forward, or names of people that have been awarded, because they didn't see or hear from these people. In order for sudden now, people saying that these people are coming from the back and are getting these positions. I haven't seen Alaro Topani anywhere yet. I don't know. I haven't seen Medera Cooper. I haven't seen Apeton. There are a lot of people. Tewan Gonglo, I don't know where he is. He completely silent. He's not saying anything. And these are people that are vocal. And so the question here today is, what do you make of the names that have been put forward? What would you say? Are you satisfied? For me, I'll be honest with you, as long as we're getting some new names in there, even though I don't know those people, I don't have a problem. But the fact with me is, people that actually work, that took their times and their resources and dedicated it to this cause, I think it is fair enough that they be given a chance. Take, for example, like Mele Alaro talked about it, that have been in the struggle for over decades. They refused to join any government that will not live up to their own commitment and promises to the Liberian people. And so for the first time, we see person like Alaro Topanen was serving Even when Costa spoke, when Costa and the Omen fell off, those are names that he called. Architect that were behind the whole planning and what have you. And finally, because again, like I said, when you, from pure political standpoint, anything, not just politics, pay attention to what I'm telling you today. People who love soccer, you see them, there are certain things that they got in common. Soccer. So you find those people always together because that's something they're passionate about. That is something that they love to do. And so they will find, because they click. That's the thing they have in common. They find that they love soccer. And so I say that to say, if a Larry Denke on board, then I believe that there are a lot of things that they and Joseph Boakai share in common. So the question here is, what happened with all these people? What happened? And we see positions upon position, including key positions and things, have been given out. And so they're all this holding and pulling, they're complaining, and people point the finger to this person, that person. My only worry here is that thing going to cause problem for this government? Because if it does, that means I don't know how to describe it, but at the same time, it brings so many questions to mind. Now, I was told by somebody today that Prince Johnson said the man, and a lot of people believed, that he is the one calling the shot, the Minister of State for Presidential Affairs, Sylvester Grisby. Because for me, I like to ask questions. Why you think that there are some invisible hands that is controlling this thing? And Prince Johnson make his case. He said Grisby went to hear Prince Johnson, asking him or trying to convince Prince Johnson to tell Jeremiah Kuhn to accept Alexander B. Cummings' request for Jeremiah Kuhn to go as the vice president to Cummings. Why am I saying all of this? I'm trying to lay a premise. And Prince Johnson said he refused. And that is why Jeremiah Kuhn accepted to go as the vice president to Joseph Human Boakai. And we all know the reason why, because again, Nima can deliver. And so Prince Johnson is saying that, and I tell people all the time, some of the things that happen in the darkness, I tell people all the time, a lot of time people see, even though Prince Johnson got all this thing, I'm on record. I am on record. I'm not going to back down from this. Corruption, greed, you can name it all. But one thing, from the time as a labor in 1990, one thing I say about Prince Johnson, he's a man who will speak the truth, and he's a man who principle money. Now, don't get me wrong, there's a difference, because when he say you'll do the thing, you'll do it. And it's just a matter of time. When you're pushing, you will talk. You will tell you. You'll be very honest and tell you, say, hey, I did this because of XYZ reason. Now, I'm not too happy with him because the fact that he demanded too much, because I thought the thing was done in the interest of Liberia. But with that being said, we all understand that politics is interest. And so then Prince Johnson now is saying Sylvester Grisby now is calling a shot. So, and that's the reason why we asked the question, Where do you make of this? Is it truth? I don't know. We're still working on information to confirm if indeed it is true that Sylvester now caught in the shot, because then are you saying Sylvester was playing two-handed games at the same time with ANC and at the same time with United Party? Because I found it hard to believe that Sylvester, if what Prince Johnson is saying is truth, then for him to be sitting at that position and calling a shot, then the question remains, what were all these people that were Alaro Toba advisor to the campaign? Medera Cooper, they all have roles. Terrell Gonglo, they all endorsed the women. So when the endorsement and things were going on, I thought normally when you build a type of alliance or collaboration, I thought there's some kind of document or framework document that guiding the whole process. That if we are successful, this is our plan, and this is how we plan to execute our plan. And we'll do this by appointing people to these various positions that will help us make sure we achieve what we plan to do or what we all learn. And now, I just want to remind us, for 6 years, when there was burning issues, when people needed answers, Goyah did not come to talk to the Liberian people. And so with all the holding and pulling, the president remained very silent. I asked the question and I will ask it again. Because I don't know Joseph Boakai. I'm not going to pretend to know anything about him. But from what we've been gathering, he's a man who's very thoughtful and very strategic. He don't just talk like that. He don't just make move. So I don't know, is he really paying attention to what is unfolding? And if the answer is yes, then how can you quiet down all the bickering that is happening right now within his own party and the alliance or the alliance around him? Because it's creating bad blood, it creating confusion. And I think there is something need to be done about this. People are not happy. So, where are we? Where are we as it relates to the nomination? Are you happy? Are you somewhat unsatisfied? Are you satisfied? I can tell you for a fact that I'm still shocked that person like Alaridin, they know where to be found. And so I don't know the strategy. I don't know the plan moving forward. But what I can say on this show, like I said, we produce part one of the movie. That is by electing His Excellency Joseph Yumon Boakai. And we fought very hard. And so what I will say to this, we have to stay engaged no matter what. We have to stay engaged with the process. So all these people that they are appointing, it is our prayers and hope that they will do the right thing to improve the livelihood of the people of Liberia and to take our country to the next level. But the way things are going right now, there is serious cause for concern. What can we do? So we will suggest that the president talk to us. We want to know, because almost All the people that were within the struggle with this party, a lot of people complaining. Everybody just silent. So if you watching, or if you have the time to watch, please drop your comment in the comment section and give us your own feedback, give us your own suggestions, give us your own ideas and expectation. Because hopefully by Monday now, because most of the deputy ministers are confirmed today. And as we go before the Senate is doing a very good job, wasting no time, running to the confirmation hearing and the Senate confirming people. And so all we can hope for, because at this junction, in how much people are dissatisfied and very unhappy with the names, one thing we can hope for is let Liberia win. Let Liberia win. And so we hoping and praying that these people will do just what they promised to do. These people will actually deliver the agenda of the president. But again, I asked that question, and we'll ask the question today. Is the president truly in charge? Or like what's his name? Henry Costa then suggests there was some invisible hands behind the whole thing. And if so, I want to say a big shout out to those names that are called, because they are very, very, what is what I'm looking for? They are very poised. We're not hearing Larry then take the airwave like the party chairman is doing. Mandela Cooper then remain silent. Appleton then, we appreciate that, because I think that's what ready seasoned leaders do, or seasoned leader does. Not everything gonna be brought to the public. And I hope there's serious discussion going beyond closed door. Serious discussion going beyond closed door. Because it is alarming. People have, so far, everybody that I talk to, nobody happy with what is happening in Liberia right now as it relates to the sharing of the positions. And so again, we want to say thanks to you, but we appreciate that if you can just chime in, give us your ideas, give us your what you think. Because the positions are flying very fast. Finance, almost all the deputy for finance ministry gone. Maybe then they will come out the assistant minister. Agency, APRC gone. Or National Port Authority gone. Or where else again? NRA gone. Or Maritime. I don't know about Maritime yet. But Youth and Sport gone. Commerce gone. Internal Affairs gone. National Defense gone. Education gone. And so we have put a John Morin in yet. And they were all on the transitional team. So are they going to serve as an advisor? Are they going to serve in an advisory role to this government? There are so many things going through my mind. Or are they truly telling the president, say, hey, let's give the people a chance. Let's see what they can do. Because when you're starting a game, you don't put your best on the bench and put in people who will not deliver, because when the game starts, you don't want to be down by 4, 5, 6, 7 goals. So then before you can even bring in your best players, sometimes it's late. And that is why I try to use this sport analogy, because a lot of Liberians can understand it. When you start in a game, You start the game, you're 11 players, you want the best of the best 11 players from the goalie to the number 10. But those are people you are very confident in. And now, those will be on the bench. You also believe that when they come in second half, they will be able to fill the void or fill the gap correctly. And so I don't know, maybe this is the best lineup that the president has, or I mean, I'm trying to find ways to ready make some sense. Because, like I said, the last time I was in Liberia, I voted 1997. That is the only time that I voted and participated in the political process in Liberia. But I don't think I have seen anything like this. That maybe it happened during Ellington and I wasn't involved, but I believe I've been finding politics for the most part. So I didn't see anything like this. Upon time, I did not hear all the type of thing at this early stage, especially from within the party itself. And so if people, again, I can say how enormous this is. If you can hear the party chairman complaining to the extent that he took people to the resident of the president to demonstrate for position. Freeman, National Port Authority gone. Deputy to that position gone. And now you sit there and start to ask yourself, And now we see Prince Johnson very dissatisfied with the process. According to what we're hearing, so far only one position you have gotten so far, and that is the Justice Ministry. And at least he got something, but Medera Kupoden, Apetone, Alari, and so many names. Tewon Gonglo, then we don't hear from them. They didn't endorse CDC, neither did they endorse ANC. They endorse Unity Party because they believe that Unity Party is the party that can make the difference. And so we will continue to talk as long as we are living and God is blessing us with breath. We're going to speak out, like we said. It is about time that we get involved at every level. And so at this juncture, in much people are upset and disappointed. What we can hope for, public work minister, public work position going, I mean, all the key positions. So what we can hope for now is to see if these people can truly deliver what they promise us as Liberians. Because all the hauling and pulling, I really don't know where we're going. Am I disappointed? Yes, I am. Because I expected to see, like I said, some of these people, especially people who've been around. Some of these people got track record, like Alari, who have given so much to Liberia. And if they are left out in the process, I don't want to say left out, but I don't know what's the game plan. That's a rare one. What is the game plan for those people? Are they going to come in during the second half? Or say, because like I said, I never see somebody start a game that you put all your best player on the bench and then you start with the FC. So maybe, again, I stand to be corrected. Nothing I say is written in stone. We just brainstorming around ideas. So maybe these people that are being appointed to these various positions, I truly believe The president believes in them, and they are the best line up for now. Until otherwise, the president believes in those people, because even if the president is, let's say for the sake of argument, holding on to constant, are you telling me that the president not answer some of these questions? What happened with this person? And what happened with that person? I don't want to believe so too. Because he met some of those people, there were commitment to them regarding they playing a key role in the government. But I would rather say a big thanks to all of those names that are called, because again, this is how we know true patriotic citizen. When you truly care about your country and you want your country to succeed, even though you're part of the process, nobody won't work hard and don't be awarded. But sometimes we have to take a step back and say, okay, let's see how the thing is going to play out. Because I think every one of us, what we want a better Liberia. We want a better Liberia. And so John Molu then were expecting, again, maybe, I don't know, maybe the old man said, I will keep these people because I wanted to be around me, and I will put it in a advisory role that I can be able to see them on a daily basis. And maybe the guys will serve as a watchdog for the rest of the administration to see if people are performing. And if not, then maybe they can make recommendations to the president and say, no, the person is not performing. I don't know. I just brainstorming. I can't tell you, say, I got the answer to all of these questions, but I just pop different scenarios just popping up in my head. And so maybe the president said, you guys will be with me. Let's look at the guys. Let's sit down. Look at them and see what they're doing. The only thing I want you guys to do for me is to keep me informed about how they are performing. And I hope that the president will not tune out the Liberian people. Couple of the president appointment now coming into question. I saw something different yesterday. The president recommit his confidence in Cyril Beslow as his foreign affairs minister. Despite everything that is happening around there, from what I was told by one of my sources, that even the chairman on this committee, Senator Darrell Dillon, were expecting the old man to withdraw the nomination, but he said he is 100% confident in Sarah Yanti Beslow that she can indeed do the job, and she has the requisite credentials that will be able to convince the Senate to confirm her. We also see the loan appointment so far from MDR, which is Prince Johnson Party, Councillor Kopokura. There was some, at this juncture, we call it accusation from the Grievance and Ethics Committee about something that he did to his client. So we're also watching to see what the Senate is going to do about that. We also heard about the defense minister now, that we just saw the women went to the Senate because they said to the president, and I quote, I'm paraphrasing what I just read, they don't want no vampire sucking blood people in government. And so they took their case directly to the Senate, and I think the petition the Senate had to confirm Defense Minister destinate. And so when I put all of that together, we have to be very fair and objective on this show. And too early in the process, but again, if the president actually is listening to us, And when people say something, we believe that people should actually investigate the matter. Investigate the matters and make sure that you address it. And so that's the second phase of the show we talk about. We're going to dive into what you make of the nomination so far. In the third part of the show that we're going to talk about is, and we said it in the lineup, this party chairman was it part of the introduction? Yes, but I will still talk about it. We are still waiting to hear from this government what happened with the 365,000 that were made available to the party chairman. We also want to hear from this government the colossal failure, the Liberian taxpayer money, 650,000 were given for the inauguration. We were told that they are investigating. In Liberia, when people say we're investigating, that's how things are swept under the rug. Investigating. Before we make our mind, the whole thing will just die down, and that will be the end of the story. And so we hold the president's feet to the fire. He talked about accountability. He talked about transparency. He talked about inclusion. And so right off the bat, we want to know if those people will be accountable for the disgrace and the embarrassment that they brought upon the Liberian people. And so we're not going to just sit back and put us in the investigate again, give us no timeline. This time, if people tell us that they're investigating, we need to know the timeline. How long it's going to take? 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months? Because this is one of the biggest things that is done in Liberia. You hear the people say they are investigating the case. And once they tell you they are investigating the case, that's the end of story. You will never ever get a feedback. Since I've been knowing myself, every time something bad happens in our country, whether people stole or whether people, once you hear they say investigation, that's it. They will never get back to us with the finding. I don't know what happened. Do these people don't? I really don't know. Where sometimes people say, okay, there was an investigation and these are the report, blah, blah, blah. There are nothing found there, and you close it. They will know, okay, yes. And people just leave it at that. Leave it at the is, and nobody say anything. The only time maybe you hear, but I've seen issue if that person maybe contesting or trying to become somebody. And I think a lot of time it is both ways. It is not fair to the individual, and it is not fair to the Liberian people, because if you investigate and find the person that it did nothing wrong, exonerate the person, document it so we can know that the person did nothing wrong. So that is, the public record is there. And for whatever reason, when they are concerned, people cannot take that concern, or people cannot look at our record, or the person can say, hey, yes, I was accused, but I was exonerated. We went through the due process. And I was then found guilty. But I think it's very unfair. Every time people tell us that we investigate something, they never get back to us with the finding. And we hope that this government will not start on that footing. That when they tell the Liberian people, when they tell us, say, we are investigating something, we hope and pray that these people will truly honor their words, and they will bring back to us the finding. This is something that the people got to start respecting us. Because I think this is a strategy that always works. Oh, we just tell us we investigating. We just tell us we investigating. We saw it under Ellen, George Weah, and now early on in this government, we've seen it already. No. Even like I talked about the other day, the EPS director, the president secured a compromise. Again, they say they're investigating. Right off the bat, we got three things that happen. Serious issues that need to be addressed. People, it's too early for people to act like they do not owe us any explanation or they are not accountable to us. Those are three huge things. We just don't want to hear about investigation. No, we want results. We want findings. When you investigate, you come by and say, we did an investigation and this is what happened. If people be penalized, let them be penalized. But every time the people tell us investigation, not to come from already. This is how people do things and go with impunity. We have to stop that. We have to stop it. I repeat, we have to stop that. It cannot be. No way. And so we hope that from now to, we're in February already, the disgrace of the inauguration was on the 22nd on a Monday, today February 6th. And so hopefully by the end of February, we should be getting some answer. And the Liberian people, again, I would say the government will only go as far as we go. Because if we would think that we just put our hands between our legs and expect things to happen, we're wasting our time. We have to stay engaged. And these are questions we need to be asking, because if the government start taking action on these things, then we believe, yes, it's a new day in Liberia. There are true that believe it's a new day in Liberia. But if we don't get no redress on this inauguration that took place, the 365,000 are given to the party chairman, and what happened to the president, that the president's security was breached, then I can tell you people right off the bat that, hey, it's just the same old thing, but different people. Because we know if this government, the way the government talk about accountability, transparency, and upholding the rule of law, then indeed we will know. I'll give you an example before I take my leave. Don't forget, the current justice minister, that's why I say the current justice minister, Destiny, Kobokra, I just said it. That's why I say it's not fair to the individual and not fair to the Liberian people. Yeah, or man, according to what we're hearing, there was a grievance file. Ethics, the man violated the grievance and ethics committee, did an investigation, and they found him guilty. Now, can you imagine if they were going to come back after the trial and everything and say we found Kobokura guilty, he violated the ethics of the Liberia Bar Association, and therefore we suspend him or reprimand him, or we know that means we know action was taken. But that was not done. You know what I just said? Now, here is the man who has the opportunity to serve as justice minister now. Then it coming out to say this, and it's not fair to the individual, it's not fair to us. Because if people did an investigation, then the result should be up. So people can use it in America here. When they revoke your anything, when you clear, they give you the clearance and say you clear. When you're guilty, you pay your time. And people stand up and say, yes, I did this, but I was found guilty, but I served my time. I pay for it dearly. What about whether if you pay for it through fine or going to prison in whatever way? But I did the record indicate that there was something done. If you're not guilty, declare you. So this is what I'm talking about. Not all knew this thing happened. Kobokra worked with Eddie, he worked on an Opon. Nobody said anything until now he got the opportunity to serve as justice minister before he said, oh, the man violated the man violated the ethics rules. And investigation was done, and the fine guilty was submitted to the justice minister Kokbo. You see what I'm talking about? If Copper Crow are not going to be appointed to the position, I don't think that identical issue are going to come out. I don't think that identical issue are going to come. So it can't be like that. When people announce investigation, we want the results. What happened to the clown that tried to chokehold the president? We didn't know anything. People cannot look. When you work in government, it is not your personal matter. The president belongs to each and every one of us. Liberia belongs to each and every one of us. We only ask people to serve because we all can be president at the same time. We all can be representative or minister at the same time. But we believe when these things happen, you're owed to the Liberian, you're owed to us to tell us. Every time, the best way people can get away with things, they will say we investigate it. We investigate it. We investigate it. Oh, every time investigate, and guess what? Nothing. We never ever get any result. And so once again, we just want to say thanks to each and every one of you for watching. We appreciate all of your time. We ask that you share the video. And once again, we want to say, don't forget, remember Goyah. Mistaken to another level, as you can see this beautiful t-shirt here, as you can see the logo. And so, again, when we get ready, there are a lot of things we will unveil to you concerning the progress that we're making. But we got some online store, we're doing some other stuff and what have you. So, but we'll take a whole day, a whole hour, and then dedicate it to the show and then show you some things that we are doing. And so hopefully you can start to support us, and we all can work together to make Liberia better. Everybody don't have to work in government. We all can contribute little by little. And so before we leave you tonight, again, we want to remind you and we want to invite you. We extend the invitation. Monday to Thursday, we meet on the prayer line from 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock. 1 hour. Sometimes go maybe 1 hour, 1 hour, 10 minutes. And so we encourage you to join us for prayers. Monday is Thanksgiving. Tuesday, we study the Bible. Wednesday is all prayers. Wednesday is all prayers. People bring their prayer requests. Thursday, we study the Bible. So Wednesday and Thursday, we meet at the church and online. So that is, if you can't make it to the church on Wednesday or Thursday, all you need to do, just dial our number, 763-220-3265. Once again, if you cannot, for whatever reason, make it to the church on Wednesday and Thursday, all you need to do, just dial our number, 763-220-3265. And once you dial our number, you don't need to enter any code. You'll be right there. We'll all be there, and we'll be happy to welcome you on the prayer line. Again, the pastor name is Reginald Wanochie from Mount Zion Interdenominational Church. That is, you can be a Catholic, Baptist, Methodist. We all, they got space for you there. You don't even have to join the church. It's just where we congregate to just tell God thank you for his grace, for his protection, his provisions, and the wonderful things that God is doing in our lives. In this 2024, there is no better time to pray because Liberia, this is it. And I believe that collectively, if we continue to seek the face of God, then I believe that things will change. And so that is why every time we take the airwave, we will remind you and we'll encourage you to join us so we can pray together, we can sing together, and we can put our requests to God together. Until then, You have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful evening. Stay blessed, everybody. Be safe. And then I will talk to you tomorrow, Wednesday. Have a pleasant evening. Good night, everybody.